What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the This Is Difficult video game podcast. I'll be one of your hosts this evening. Watching Paint Dry is the show where we stay up late on a Saturday night after we probably should have thought about going to bed and work through the ridiculous backlog of miniatures that we've accumulated over the years that need painting. There's an old adage that says if a miniatures painter ever runs out of projects to paint, he or she will die. So we are just trying to stave off death for as long as possible. And I don't do this alone. Joining me on the line, he's back. It's Adam Rubitar, Lord of Illustration. How's it going, man?
What's up?
Now we have declared, good. We have declared that the month of March shall be villain month. I started out with Magneto, and he came out great. I even had a commission to do another one, which I'm very excited about. And then I did Kraven the Hunter last week, and he came out excellent. I was a little disappointed with the sculpt on his face, but that's really neither here nor there. It happens. It's fine. We move on. But tonight, we have two of my all-time favorite villains on the mat. We have Carnage and Mysterio. Or sorry, Carnage, yeah.
These are actually packaged together.
Yes, they are.
Too. Inadvertently, we didn't do this on purpose.
No, this was not planned. I know for a fact, like for sure, that I will be doing Guardian Devil Mysterio. He is my all-time favorite. He's actually it is my all-time favorite Daredevil story. It is the first comic series that I ever read in its entirety, and it's my favorite appearance of Mysterio.
What's the difference between the Guardian Devil version?
Not a whole lot. It's just like some specific shading bits, more focused application of Melon Oil, I think, when I go to shade it, and just the specific colors that Casada and Palmati and company used. I'm just going to try and go for those as closely as possible.
Cool. I want to do a few of them. There's one from who was Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man right after Mike Wieringo died.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Quentin Beck came back from the dead. It had like a really cool purple and red costume. That
costume was sick. I remember it very, very clearly.
It was really neat, and I want to have a version that's like that. So I want to do a print or something, or maybe I might print the when I get the Marvel Zombies game in, I might print the zombie version like that.
Oh, that would be cool. I'm definitely I'm super excited that we have the C27 version of Mysterio, so we can make duplicates. You and I talked off air about doing like translucent versions of Mysterio and Loki to be like copies, which I think will be really cool. But before we get started, I had something come in the mail a few weeks ago that I've been sitting on. I wanted to wait until you were here to unbox them. These are my first non-Citadel paints. I'm actually going to zoom my camera back out here.
Oh my god.
Yep, this is the first time I've ever used anything that's not Citadel. I put it in order with Green Stuff World, and I have the Color Shift Metal and the Fluorescent paints.
Sweet.
I'm going to unbox right the frick now. I'm very excited about them. I have no idea like where I'm going to put them or anything, but on my paint like tray here. But I am so excited to not be beholden to Citadel anymore. As we all know, Games Workshop hates their customers. They need to fire Steve from Skulls like right away.
Well, the odd that you're doing that, because I am painting this almost entirely in Citadel, and I've never done that before. So I have...
The tides have turned!
I know. I have Abaddon Black, Corn Red, and Caraberg Crimson that I'm just going to basically slather this thing in.
Oh, wow. These are cool. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got Borealis Green. Now, like right out of the bottle, they don't look like much. But so I guess I'm gonna keep the packaging here, because this is a purple to green shade. Let's see what happens when I shake here. Oh wow!
Are you gonna try some of this stuff on your?
There's a chance. I got Darth Blue. That's just blue to blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might use this Solar Anomaly but I may not. This is a yellow to red. So that might work for Mysterio's helmet.
Like if you have that green to purple, if you did a silver helmet and then like glazed it in the green to purple, that might look really cool.
Well, what I'm actually thinking is this pinky blue is even more of a candidate, really.
Oh yeah.
It's subtle enough, I think, to be the helmet. So I mean, I might have to just like give it a shot on something else.
You could do the green. You could do the green one on the smoke too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, the smoke, I have a technique.
You wash it then.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
So this is all the different options for the color shift paints. There are quite a lot of them, and I only have set 3. So. If I like these, if I like the way they work, I might end up buying some more.
Really cool though. The metal ones look down below look really neat too.
Oh yeah, the metal interference paints. I did seriously consider picking those up as well, but instead I picked up the Fluor Paints, which seemed like they would have specific. Well, let's just call it X-Men application.
Okay.
I'm thinking of Storm. I'm thinking of Psylocke. Basically, anybody who does a Bishop, anybody who does anything with energy.
So are these actually like blacklight paint?
Yes, they are. So they are UV sensitive, and boy, do they look it. I'm just looking at the bottom of the marble containers, the dropper containers. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. And I mean, try and tell me that's not UV sensitive.
It'll take me a second to see it, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Like that's definitely I got pink, purple, orange, the standards. I got actually 2 different shades of orange, which is pretty exciting. It's like an orange yellow and a bright orange, and then I've got your standard highlighter yellow.
I'll be interested to know how that turns out.
Yeah, so I'm going to experiment with those, sort of separate from the stream. I will hopefully have those to show off very soon, once we're outside of Villain Month and back doing Heroes again. But more interestingly, from I think your standpoint, it's the next thing I'm about to unbox. Because I'm no longer beholden to Citadel, I also picked up an Army Painter wet palette, which conveniently fits exactly in my frame. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm excited for you.
Yes, I'm excited for me. Although considering what I picked up for you today too, like I'm excited for you also. The Last Ronin art book.
The turtles. Yeah. Oh man. I was excited about that. I need to finish my Turtles minis. My God.
Yeah, it's been a little while on those. Oh, okay. So we've got a lot of like bubble wrapped stuff in here. Okay, read before use. Okay. Seems good. Okay, here is the case. Here's a bunch of advertisements. And some bubble wrap. Alright, well, let's take a look what's inside this thing. It's gonna whack my camera. Interesting. It tells you how to shake a paint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does.
Learning and growing. Oh my God. I guess that's an advertisement. And yet it still says read before use. Alright, well, fine.
So this is not actually that complicated.
Okay. Yeah, it's considering that all the literature and contained within is all just...
Right. I had a wet palette before. It was very complicated. You had to soak it. It was bad. So, okay. So you got 2 packages here, right? Or actually, there's 3, but
yeah,
the ones you just picked up were sponges.
Yes, these feel like sponges.
Yeah, you only need one of those.
Okay.
And then the other package is the sheets that go on top.
Okay.
Of the sponge.
So
you're not
sponge,
putting
then sheets.
Yeah. You basically just want to soak the sponge.
Okay.
Put it in there. Then like make sure you have like 1 to 2 millimeters of water around it, and then put the sheet on. And then I use where is it? I use one of these spatulas like this.
Oh, is that just the one from your printer?
Yeah, I had an extra one, so.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, you just take it and make sure that it gets real flat like this, so that it absorbs some water in there, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll keep your paints wet for 48 hours.
Nice.
Clean it after that, or else it'll get moldy. And the way you clean it is you just throw the sheet away and then squeeze the sponge out.
Okay. I mean, I would consider that a good amount of learning and growing for the morning, or for the start of the stream.
Super easy. Do not be afraid of it.
Okay.
Mine sat on my shelf for like 2 months because I was like, I don't want to get this out. My last one was just such a nightmare.
All right. So soak the sponge, add a little bit more water to it, and then paper down.
If you need to. Sometimes you don't need to add water. Sometimes there will be, just make sure that there's just like a little bit of water in like around it.
Okay. Well then I'm just gonna run to the kitchen and I will do that, and I will be right back.
I'm gonna get started here then.
Cool.
I don't know what I want to start with. I think I want to fill the mouth first here.
I am always frequently amused by the fact that, like, one of us will discover some cool tool or technique, and the others will be like, oh, we need to do that, and very quickly we'll all end up with the same, kit.
Same kit, yeah. I think that's pretty normal, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's, not confirmation bias. It's close to confirmation bias.
Yeah, it's a very similar concept.
It's like pre-selection, basically. Like,
yeah,
if one person has tried something, the others are more likely to adopt it.
Right. All right. Let's get Mysterio in here.
All right, got the inside of that mouth nice and pink, nice and Monster Maw. Anyone deserves Monster Maw.
Carnage. Yeah, it's absolutely Carnage, without a question.
Now we're just gonna coat this thing in red. I'm going corn red, and I'm just gonna coat the whole thing.
Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. I'm starting with Wog Flesh for the green.
My idea here is to get him all red, do like the washes and dry brush on the red, and then just black on the veiny bits over it.
So I did that exact technique with Craven when I was doing the leopard print stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can just kind of like I did a rough go of it with the what you call it Null and Oil.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, this is gonna be a lot easier if I just
and then I'm going to gloss varnish him.
Oh, that makes sense.
So that he looks all gross. Do you use varnishes at all?
I do on commissions, but on the stuff that I do for myself, generally not. But for something like that, yeah, I can see using a gloss varnish.
Yeah, I just have I have the God, where even is it? I can't see it right now, but it's a Model Master.
Mm-hmm.
The bottle, so I don't spray the whole thing.
Right.
And I haven't used the matte varnish much at all, but
right.
The gloss tends to give a nice different texture. I could see using the matte varnish if I wanted to do a non-glossy metal, if I painted something silver and then.
Okay, so right off the bat, I've put down a little bit of this wog flesh, which frankly this pot of wog flesh was ailing, and the wet palette has just kept it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I'm
already where has this been all my life?
Yeah, having that little bit of fluid in there, just and
it really is a tiny amount. It seeps through the paper.
Yep.
The sponge is pretty damp, but the paper really diffuses it.
Yes, indeed. So since we have last spoken, I watched Hawkeye.
Okay, and your thoughts?
So I mostly really liked it.
Okay.
Mostly.
Yeah.
There is I think all of the stuff with Kate is great. All of the stuff between Clint and Kate is great. I love seeing Yelena in anything. She's an absolute joy.
And it comes down to Flo's performance too. Hey, Chamali.
Yeah, she is great.
Before Florence Pugh, I did not care about Yelena at all.
Right. Yep. Same. But she's so good and so delightful and really good at making that character both threatening and endearing.
Yep.
And also very different from Natasha.
Oh, definitely.
Which is nice. So I love all that. I hated the Maya stuff. And that sucks because I like Echo in the comics.
You right? Okay, yeah. I'm excited for Echo to have her solo show. Because I think she'll be better.
This version of Echo I'm not super excited about, and the plot, her plot was very tacked on. It was not necessary to the story at all. I also spoilers incoming for a 6-month-old show. But if that is how they kill the Kingpin, I hate it.
Oh my god, I absolutely loathe it. That needs to not be a thing.
I doubt that it is.
Right.
Because there you don't see it. There's no body.
He's not dead if you don't find the body.
Right. And the guy just walked off getting hit by a freaking car.
Yeah.
And just broke arrows off of his body. That part was awesome.
Oh my god, that fight was fantastic.
Yeah, she's just getting trucked the whole time, and
how much I love any Daredevil character. Oh, the Spider-Man also character. In Kingpin, but seeing D'Onofrio back first of all, but second of all, seeing him still be able to kick ass and take names. In a Disney show.
Yeah.
was...
I would say even more so.
Oh, yeah.
That he just, like, that was like full-on Kingpin.
Yeah, exactly. And,
Like,
Kate did not see it coming.
Yeah, this is just a non-powered dude. He's kind of fat. I can't even... Let me make some fat jokes at him, and then, like, he kicks your ass.
Yep.
He just, like, completely crushes you.
And that is what I expect out of my Kingpin.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty nice.
Now, granted, we've become sort of accustomed to seeing Kingpin decapitating people with doors. So it was a little bit of a departure and a little bit like, oh, okay, how are they going to pull this off? But no, they did it.
Yeah. So I loved that. I liked all the stuff with the, like, I liked all of the tracksuit mafia. Like, they're really fun. Except for, like, it was like, why is Maya here? She's just here to make them a downer?
Yeah.
Like,
it just didn't seem... Her part didn't seem that important to me.
Yeah.
And it should have been. It could have been.
It could have been, and it could have mattered more to Hawkeye, you know?
Yeah.
Like, either make her a full villain or don't at that point, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It seemed like the brother or friend or whatever mattered more than she did.
Yeah. Right, and it's also... That bugged me, too, a little bit. But it was like, they built him up to matter... And
he didn't.
Why can he fight these people? Like, I don't...
Right.
There's like a prolonged fight with him, and why is he able to do that?
Yeah.
Like,
there's no clear reason there.
Yeah.
And I find that's a recurring problem with a lot of the Disney Plus stuff is they'll be like, oh, this guy can do this thing, and we're like, okay, fine, why?
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. They didn't do enough to justify her presence to me.
Yeah,
and it's a real shame because I usually like the character. I also didn't really like the actress though. Like,
I understand why they used her. I don't know necessarily that I could have done a better job casting that, but I agree with you. I don't really care for her much.
Yeah, I just think it was not.
They were ticking boxes again.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't mind if you tick a box if you can have a valid reason for it.
Exactly correct.
But it was like, I mean, I think that just actually, I don't know if that's best either though. I was like, if you just launched your show without this, like, that might have been better. But like,
maybe. I mean,
I know that Disney at least has a mentality of like, if you haven't seen a character before, you won't be interested in them again.
Yeah.
You know.
And I noticed, so we got of course the Ms. Marvel, the Kamala trailer. I'm just calling her Kamala because there's too many Marvel people.
Sure, yeah.
This week. Now, I haven't seen it because I don't watch trailers, but
okay.
It seemed like I take that back. I watched it muted. But it seems like they changed her power set?
Yeah, they definitely changed her power set. Thank God.
Good.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God.
About time.
It's the worst power set in the comics.
Like, why do we need more than one stretchy person? We've already got Mr. Fantastic.
Well, and I would also, like, I mean, Mr. Fantastic stretches, no pun not intended, the limits of what I'm willing to tolerate anyway with that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's not a power suit, or it's a power set that I think works very well.
Right.
Visually.
Yeah, completely.
think that the dark is almost done here.
I guess I'm gonna do the purple next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sinister Six.
Ooh, I've got this demonette hide I think I'm gonna use for his purple cape.
Neat.
And then go with Druchii Violet over the top of it to darken it up just a little bit.
Very nice, very nice. But yeah, no, I watched the Miss Marvel trailer. I actually think it looks really good.
Cool. I'm excited.
And it's a character that I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yep. Yeah.
I've never liked her comics, and I've never liked her. But I watched this trailer, and I was like, okay, well, I will watch this show.
I tried so hard today to read some of her comics, and I was like, these are garbage. I can't. This character is not interesting.
They're not great. I think that the reason for that, to me at least, is that they are afraid of her. That because, like, this is something that pops up a lot in writing now, is that whenever editors especially are afraid of minorities, that like they're afraid to criticize minority creators.
Yep.
So you'll end up with creators that are subpar that an editor won't tell them this is a bad idea. Yeah, that didn't used to happen, but
well, editors also used to have the best interest of the book at heart.
yeah, I don't think they care now.
No, not at all.
Like, they don't get paid enough to care though either.
Correct. Right. Absolutely true.
All right, so I think I'm gonna wash this first. Get the insides of it dark. Let's get this dry on the back here. This is actually like the most like the traditional painting method that I've done in a long time. Like dark to light.
Yeah.
I usually just like spot the colors out and then manually do whatever with them.
My thing is always biggest area of color and then work my way down.
The smallest.
But sometimes I'm just like, this face is now in the way and I need to paint it now.
I usually go faces first.
Yeah.
But that's also just because I draw that way too.
Yeah. Admittedly, I draw that way too. Because it's what I'm best at drawing.
I'm trying not to draw that way.
Yeah.
So, because it's not a good habit.
No, I know. I drew Daredevil for a student the other day. And I was like, God, I hate this. All the students were like, that's so good, it's so good. I'm like, no, it's crap. It's absolutely terrible. Just don't even look at it.
So that's looking pretty cool right now. She looks like gross and viscous.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see how this oil dries. Now I just get to sit here for a little bit. I guess I can do the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just get this over here. So I sleeved up all those Gen 13 comics that I bought.
Oh, yeah.
And my wife... So I guess this is just perpetuating our last topic of how editorial decision-making has changed. My wife comes by and she's like, what is going on those covers? I'm like, this is the 90s. And she goes, yeah, I can tell. It was, one of the covers where Caitlin Fairchild is like just hanging out in her underwear.
Yeah,
and it's
like
like
one. She's like getting a tattoo on like her bikini line.
Yeah, that's it's a mini comic. It was a like Q&A thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's Roxy just sitting there like looking panicked as the tattoo artist is doing his job, and Grunge is like laughing or whatever.
Ah, those were the days.
Yep. I'm sitting here trying to explain to Katie, like, okay, so this is a cover, and Caitlin Fairchild is actually not like that. Like, she gets caught in her underwear every now and again, but like, she's really the kind of the prude of the group.
Yeah, that is the joke.
Right.
It is very much what they used to call a good girl comic.
Yes.
As is Danger Girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of cheesecake. It's kind of all in good fun,
Yep.
I don't view any of it as a particularly exploitative.
No. Although on a surface level, I can see someone thinking that.
Sure.
But that's also, we talk about Rob Liefeld's style all the time. That is J. Scott Campbell's style.
Yeah.
Style.
Well, how much of those were him though? Also, well, like a lot of that was...
actually a surprising amount. Like he was. Yeah, they are right behind me. I could find out, but he was at least doing covers for quite a lot of the at least first 20 or so issues. Yeah, this shade of purple versus the dark purple that I used on Magneto is definitely the right decision here.
Nice. Yeah, I saw Ness and I were just like listening to some metal today.
Okay.
And we were looking at we were just like finding some cool stuff on Spotify.
Yep.
And we found one called, I think it's called Beast in Black.
Okay.
Which is amazing. It's like it's like almost like a fusion of 90s synth, 80s 90s synth and metal.
Nice.
Like melodic metal. That's like really our shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But we were like looking on Spotify, and it had the cover is like some super hot babe in a like leather like it's kind of bikini armor ish, right? Yep. And like holding an axe and riding atop like a great beast, and like
it's a very quintessential metal cover.
Yeah, very quintessential metal. We're like, yeah, that's super. We were both like, that's super fucking awesome. Oh, sorry language. We were both like, that's super awesome, and like, they used to make these covers different, and we looked at it. Came out in 2019.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We're like, yeah, the metal crowd is different stock.
It is. It
They
really
do not
is.
care what the trends are. I mean, they're still making metal now.
So I recently found out that the third headliner for Boston Calling Music Festival is Metallica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And we were ready to, once Rage Against the Machine dropped off, we were like, oh, do we just, go see Foo Fighters and sell off our second and third day passes? And then Metallica, they were like, Metallica Sunday. I was like, okay. How often are we going to be able to afford to see them?
Yeah, and also, like, how many concerts they got left in them.
If Motley Crue is still doing it this long after, I think Metallica's got a few years left.
Yeah, I wonder if their shows are still any good, because their music has suffered.
Metallica?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I saw a clip from a recent show. I guess it just popped up on Instagram, and I was like, oh, okay, they can still bring it. Like, I hate Lars Ulrich, but
he's a jerk off.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I feel like I'm on a talk show when I'm here.
No, I know. And honestly, like this late, not a big deal.
Can I say that? Is that gonna?
Basically, run it as the MPAA would a PG-13 movie.
Okay.
So you got your F-bomb in, you're good.
I get the one.
You get the one.
Yeah, and it wasn't like in direct relation to sexual intercourse.
Correct. Oh my god. Did I turn the light off? No, I didn't. I just can't see what I'm doing because capes suck. Alright, wow, that... Man, not only does the wet palette, keep the paint going, it makes things so much smoother in general.
Oh, yeah. I think I sort my paints better. Yeah, I also I really want to try some blending stuff with it. Because one of the things you can do with this is you can make essentially a full spectrum of colors on palette and then just pull from different spots.
Yeah.
So you can get some really smooth blending this way.
I mean, I picked up one of these cheapo, dish things that you see in every art classroom ever, the round ones.
Yeah, I used to have that.
Yeah. I've got mine. That's how I did all the mixing. Craven was almost entirely mixed colors.
That was what I was mixing on before, but never again. Now that I got this, it's like that'll do. But also, they suck to clean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was sitting there scraping at it with my fingernail.
Right, especially if you don't do it right away. And then if you scrape it with your fingernail, it can go under your fingernail and hit the nail bed. Yeah. It's awful.
The worst. Oh shoot.
But not anymore. Once I got this, I was like, oh my god. I did put Carnage on the same type of base as Venom.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Intentionally or not?
Intentionally.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna try bread. Did you happen to watch that Ninja video that I had posted about wet blending?
No, not yet. Honestly, like every time, and RPD falls into this trap also. Every time one of you posts a video, I'm like knee deep in teaching.
Yeah, that's because I'm watching during the day when you're
exactly.
Yeah,
and like there's one oh hello. Speaking of RPD, his ears must have been burning. No, I like.
One who shall appear.
There's one, maybe 2 days that I during the week that I have a second to like stop and eat lunch, for example.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's, on the fly as I go.
But yeah, so he goes through like a number of wet blending techniques that are all really cool, but one of them is like keeping your paint really wet and blending it on the model.
I've seen that before, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's scary.
That is next level.
Yeah, it's scary stuff, but. I might, if this goes fast, which it seems like it's going to, I might try and knock out War Machine too.
War Machine, I had a lot of fun painting War Machine.
Well, I did that prime on him, and it looks so good.
It really does. I mean, all that's going to take is some Nolan oil to really explode.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do like a glaze of some grays, but I'll grab it real quick.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, look at that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it looks so good.
It's like almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has way better coverage than the white primer, too. Yeah. So I might try switching white primers to the same brand.
What brand were you using?
This one, that's Rust-Oleum.
Okay.
That one is. I was using Krylon white.
Okay, yeah. I've had bad luck with Krylon.
Yeah, it just doesn't get a lot of coverage. Yeah. And I end up spending a lot of time doing it,
Yep. I'm just happy that, I can get out to the shed and prime again.
Yeah.
It's warm. Although, let me tell you about the disaster that is my road right now.
What's your weather like right now?
Well, most of the week was warm and like partly cloudy, which unfortunately melted the snow way too quickly. And I live on a dirt road.
Oh. Yuck.
So there are ruts 4 inches thick. Where for lack of better description, and I'm sure you'll know exactly what I mean when I say it, Trump trucks have decided to play in our street.
They play?
Yeah, there's a bunch of idiots who just like do donuts and stuff in the middle of our street.
Oh.
Because it's a really quiet street and nobody's there to stop them.
Yeah, well, I mean that makes sense.
Yep.
That is, I don't know, I think I would prefer that to what I used to have, which was my street being the cops' shortcut.
Ooh.
That was like, it was a really busy street to begin with. But like the police station was really close to my house. When we got the house, we're like, oh, cool, the police station's closed. We're, don't have to worry about crime or anything, which was not true. Crime happened there all the time. The cops would just speed down that road at 60, 70 miles an hour.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I was like, no, you cannot play out front, kids.
No.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a residential road. It's like a speed limit 25 or something. Like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just, and the sirens on all hours of the night. And
yeah, I remember a couple times, like, we've been playing a game and you could hear clear sirens behind you.
Right. And then, like, also across the street, we had like a Cricket Wireless or one of those, or a Boost Mobile or one of those, the herpes of strip mall.
Oh yeah.
Installations. Yeah. And they had their neon sign on all night long, so we had to get blackout curtains on that side of the house.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that he's pretty much ready for detail.
Nice.
It looks good and meaty. Ew.
I wasn't quite sure how to respond to that.
Yeah, it's gross. Carnage is gross.
Carnage is gross.
I really like Carnage, actually.
As a character, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not as a guy.
No, God, no.
Rudy's not a fan.
$10 says Chamali isn't either. Hashtag Chamali hates everything.
Wouldn't it be funny if it weren't true, Shamali?
That's fine, RPD. Take your time. So we started prepping for the... We have an Arkham Horror night on April 1st. So on the stream. So we're playing Barkham Horror.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's... Well, Fantasy Flight isn't very good at making April Fool's jokes. Let's just put it that way. The best way I can describe it is the Barkham Horror cards are or the Barkham Horror decks are what would happen if you and Braithwaite let Christopher write Wager Master's deck with no checks and balances.
Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a check and balance against that though.
Well, sure, but like, I'm thinking, original edition, enhanced edition.
Yeah, I think that I would say I'm an enabler though.
Oh well, okay, yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Ah, yes, RPG.
But his teeth are not very well sculpted.
Welcome to AMG Minis.
Yeah, if they could stand to be deeper, basically.
Yeah. I don't think I want to imagine Christopher doing anything without someone holding him back. That guy can concern even me. RPD, you haven't known Christopher nearly as long as I have, let alone as long as Adam has.
Yep, it's true. Basically, no one's known as long as I have, but
yeah.
That makes me the best.
Okay. Stay open, you dumb paint pot. Oof.
At least, like, if I mess up with this, it's not really that big a deal.
No, yeah, that's... Carnage is one of those ones that you're just like, oh, oops, I messed up. Cool, fine.
Yeah. I'm hoping we get the other symbiotes at some point.
Yeah, we were talking... One of my students was mentioning that the other day. He was like, well, where's so-and-so and so-and-so? And I was like, ah.
Like, I would like Scream, especially.
I want Scream, yeah.
Scream is rad. It's just such a cool look. And it'd be a fun paint job, too, because you try to do that yellow-red gradient, you know?
Yeah.
I would like Toxin, also.
Yep. Toxin would be rad.
I would do an anti-venom. Like, I wouldn't hate that.
Is anti-venom the white?
Yeah. It's Eddie Brock. I don't really know the deal with that. Like, I was having trouble keeping up with things right then. And he's not bad at white, I don't think.
Much like a lot of Marvel things, though, the symbiotes did not really interest me until I actually started. You know, for example, Marvel Heroes is what got me interested in Venom. You know, interacting with them directly, I guess, is where.
I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you're just seeing the.
Oh dang!
I was having trouble seeing some things. So.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
I read it RPD. That's why I went. Huh. That was me imagining that.
Yeah, I don't know. I really liked the symbiote stuff when I was a kid. Venom was the new hotness. And Carnage did not come that long after Venom.
No, yeah, Carnage was, I mean, pretty quick. If you want me to prove I can do dumb cursed statements, even right out of bed, imagine us getting a Judas Traveler mini.
Not really working the way that I wanted it to.
No.
It's hard to do it with the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched The Adam Project last night.
Did you think it was a documentary about you?
I did. I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
It really sucked, but it's really fun. I like it a lot. I recommend it. It's refreshing to see like just a movie that's like just fun and doesn't seem like it's trying to start a franchise.
Yeah, I see. I miss that so much in movies these days.
Yeah. Do you know anything about it, or?
Not much.
Yeah. So Ryan Reynolds is a time traveler that comes back and runs into his young self, and so it's like basically him and his 10-year-old self, trying to find his wife and then his dead dad. So they have to time travel more, and they're trying to destroy time travel.
I like that. That is very cool.
Yeah, it's not super highbrow.
Good.
Yeah.
I need more of that.
And it has a really simple explanation for time travel that I like. Also.
Nice. Those are also very rare these days.
Right. Yeah. The only thing that I would count against it in any sort of major way is that there's Catherine Keener is in it also, who I really like. But they at one point they do the de-aging CGI on her.
Oh, I hate that.
It's not good. I feel like you don't have an excuse to not have good, like when you have rando Joe Schmo on the internet using deepfakes to put Harrison Ford onto what's his name from Solo, and it looks 100% perfect, and he did it in a night for no money. You don't have an excuse for the aging in a movie to look bad.
Right.
Just hire Joe Schmo off the internet.
Yeah.
Pay him $1,000 and he'll do it. Like,
it's always that. His ears must have been burning too.
Yeah. It's always the mouth though.
Yeah.
I don't know why mouths don't look right. Jamali, what are your opinions on Carnage?
Specifically, Carnage as a character.
Oh, this isn't Harrison Ford. I'm saying you have Catherine Keener in the movie already. You don't have to pay for her likeness. It's a time travel movie. It's so there's a young version of her in it, and it has bad CGI. So just pay the guy to come do it right. You know. Okay, that's it.
Okay, cool. We were wrong then.
Jamali likes him. We were wrong.
Jamali does not hate everything.
Doesn't hate everything.
The way the sound of your water cup just sounded exactly like the first couple of notes of Down Under by Men at Work. Yeah, that.
That's hilarious. It's actually hilarious.
That is a GIF that was sent to me recently that I had not seen before, and I was like, oh my god, what a great GIF.
Well, actually hilarious?
Yeah.
With Lucas Lee?
Yep. That's actually hilarious.
What's really
something
funny,
I say? Oh, go ahead.
That's my brother, completely. He's better about it now, but he used to never laugh. He would just say things are hilarious.
He still does that a fair amount.
He still does, but it used to be never.
Yeah. Although, were you watching the podcast the other day when Paul and Josh were going off about Elden Ring and I hadn't played it yet, so I opened up a comic book and started reading it?
No.
They were going off for like 20 minutes, and I was just like, oh, well, I can't comment on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and do something else. I was going to grab a mini and start painting, but...
You got it now, though.
I do have it now.
How you liking it?
Dude, it is so pretty.
It's so pretty. So you haven't gotten far?
No, I have not gotten far at all. I have logged... this is going to open up on the wrong monitor, I just know it. Ooh, whoa, hey, what's going on? I've logged a total of an hour and a half in it.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah.
So you completed the beginning part and got killed by the tree sentinel.
What tree sentinel?
The guy right outside that rides the horse back and forth.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he killed me real fast.
Yeah.
But I got past him, and... Or I, stealthed past him.
Yeah, you have to run past him right there.
I found a cave with a bunch of wolves in it.
Okay.
Decided not to take them on. And then I made it to like what looks like the ruins of a little town.
Mm-hmm.
And met the girl.
Okay.
Who
gives you a horse?
Yes, she gives me my horse. I haven't figured out how to use the horse yet. But at the same time, and I was explaining this to Josh earlier, like, because I'm so new to Souls games, mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I need to just run puke drills on, like, the basics.
Yeah.
And so I've just been running around, killing knights, backstabbing them mostly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea, honestly.
Yeah. And, like, every time I do it, I get a little bit further. A little bit more of them die.
Yeah, I would clear that town out. Like, there's one strong guy with a spear in there.
Yeah, he's a nuisance.
Just watch out for him. Try and get everyone else before you have to fight him. But yeah, that's a great practice area also, because, like, there's save points right nearby. And
exactly. There's two of them within range.
Right.
I can almost always recover my... I'm just going to call it XP because that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, and even if you can't, like, it's not a huge amount at this point.
Right. But yeah, the game is rad.
Yeah.
There's not a single component of it.
It is a great first Souls game, too.
Oh, yeah, without a question. And I shouldn't say I've never played a Souls game. Like, I've played a little bit of Dark Souls 3 because it was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, I don't have any motivation to keep playing this. And I was explaining to one of the customers that came in today, he was asking me about what I thought about Elden Ring, and I was like, like Destiny, it's a game I got excited about because the people I play with are getting excited about it.
Yeah.
I will primarily play that multiplayer. I will probably have Josh or Colin or Merc or Paul or you or whomever, Chamali, Sherpa me through it. I probably won't have a strong understanding of what's going on, but that doesn't matter to me.
So I think I disagree. Because that's what I thought I was going to do too. I was like, I'm just going to multiplayer this game. Multiplayer does become kind of a nuisance because you have to, like, you can only do it in certain areas at a time. Mm-hmm. You have to have items to do it. It is intentionally arcane, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But as a result, it's like a lot of times it'd be like, okay, well, I'm waiting for this person to do this. I'm just going to explore a little. And
sure.
I think that you will get addicted to the exploring.
Oh, I mean, yeah, so there's that. But, like, at the same time, I don't have all that much time to play.
Yeah.
Especially trying as I am to play Arceus and Guardians of the Galaxy and Final Fantasy and stuff like that too. So I don't know. It's going to be a lot of play it by ear.
Well, don't use your ear. I would recommend your fingers.
Yeah, usually a good idea.
Try finger but hole.
Finger butthole?
Yeah, that's the message. Praise the message.
Say, what are we teaching my cat how to play the game? Because he loves showing off his butthole.
What starting build did you use?
Oh, you mean like class?
Yeah, it only really matters at the beginning because you can put your points into whatever.
Oh, so I'm a burglar or a assassin, whatever the hell they're calling it. Bandit.
Yeah.
I was not aware that you could do female characters, which made me very happy. Because I almost always play as a female in every.
Not aware.
What?
Why weren't you aware?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Why weren't you aware?
I guess I just wasn't paying attention enough.
Oh, you mean before the game, or
yeah, before the game, like before I installed it, I was like, oh, cool,
yeah,
I can.
They all have like full character generators, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I play as girls probably between probably about 60% of the time.
Yeah,
like that's slightly more. And if I'm being honest, it's because I just like looking at girls better.
Yeah, I mean that's right.
like not trying to be crass about it, but like
no, but that's legit.
I also think that part of that is because like I don't like most of the character generator options in men in the
exactly. That's what it comes down to, really.
And that, like a lot of them, it'll be like they'll have like really dumb hairs, or emo, or like I don't know, if I want to play a guy in a game, I want him to be like huge and with a massive beard, and like Kratos, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. That is exactly where my mind went.
Yeah. Most of the time, guys don't end up looking like that in games these days.
No,
no,
they do not.
Small, or and like clean shaven and emo hair.
Right.
And it's like, all right, well, if I want to play as a girl, I'll just play as a girl.
Yep. Where did that box go? I made a huge mess. Of all the things I unboxed at the beginning of the show. And now I can't find the box where your paints are. Oh, it's behind me. That explains it. Look, not every game's going to have the character building tools of Soul Calibur.
It has a very robust character creator. Elden Ring does.
Yeah, it does. Oh my goodness.
Very, very difficult to use.
Yeah.
You have to be in it for the long game.
Right.
If you want your thing to look all right.
Yeah, exactly. I want to paint over a mistake that I made before I start trying to put on this metallic-y stuff. Correct. Wait, here we go.
I think that this looks good.
I think it looks really good.
I think I need to do the eyes now.
Yes.
I was waiting till last on those so that they can stay like really pure white.
Yep. Speaking of pure white, Swell caliber created characters kind of optimized for doing stupid stuff. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true. Warcraft characters. That's like what I like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Warcraft has just awesome characters.
It's true.
They're so big.
All right. Instruction book let's say about. Best results apply over a black base coat. Alright. Guess I need to base coat it black. There's actually instructions on the bottles of paint, which is quite nice.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and paint some random D&D mini that I've got kicking around with exactly this technique and just see what happens.
Try it out.
Mm-hmm. Do a flat surface. Oh my god. Just over a white base coat. It looks fantastic. I don't know how well it's picking up. Oh, it's not even on camera.
It is not.
Okay, well, it is now. So that's just
cool.
straight up. Now I'm going to put it over the black base coat.
Which one is this?
This is the pinky blue.
Okay. Is that what you're using on the helmet?
I think so, yeah. I laid down a black base coat. Let's see how that does. In just a moment. I just poured out a little bit of the Evil Forest. That one looks really sick, too. Oh my god, these look cool. That's me being impatient. Alright, here we go. Holy crap!
Can't see it yet. Hold on. Whoa!
That's insane!
Wow.
What?
Oh, that's really
That
neat.
is so cool.
That is really neat.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna do a gray base coat for Mysterio's helmet. But I'm definitely gonna use that pinky blue.
Why don't you try the gray on the thing first?
Yep, I will. But I think black is a little too dark. Oh, dang, I was right. I do need a new Mechanica Standard Gray. I was staring at it on the shelf today. Like, no, I don't need one. No, I do. Unless I already bought one. I may have already bought one of them. I'm just stupid. There we go. Base.
I think that looks pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some gloss varnish on there. He's going to look rad.
Yeah, and that's popping real good. We're going to let that dry. I'm going to wash the base real quick. Oh, I need to do that.
Man, I can't get over how crazy that looks. It really doesn't work at all over the white. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. But over the black, it looks super cool.
It just kind of like glistens on the white, yeah.
Right. Try, you jerk. I want to try this thing. Zach the impatient strikes again. Okay, here we go.
I stopped taking my acid medication. That's why I'm coughing.
Oh, okay.
It was just not good for you to take that stuff anyway.
Right.
Which is why I stopped taking it. But
Yeah.
but I'm having like the rebound reflex, which sucks.
Yep. I hear you. Okay, I guess it is. I guess it is going to be black undercoat here. I didn't expect it, but it just does. It turns out that much better.
That's kind of incredible.
That really is incredible. I'm quite impressed.
Okay, let's varnish this guy. Where is my varnish? Where is my varnish?
Spain.
It's scary to like watch you put black on that.
I know. It is. It just does not feel right.
Yeah. There it is. Gloss clear. Okay. We're gonna do this with the crop brush that we don't care about.
Man, that just does not look right by any means.
Oh man, yeah.
But we know it's going to look like this, and it's going to look great. So for tonight, I'm going to do a build I've joked about for a while, the Legion, who do not have Legion as an archetype. Nice RPD.
What's he talking about?
He's doing SCRPG builds. That's what he does while we paint.
I think that I'm gonna try and get a friend of mine and her husband into the role-playing game.
Nice.
So that they can come over and be our like couples role-playing night.
Yeah.
Sort of, so you have to do everything as couples now.
Oh, dude, I'm familiar.
But ooh, careful there. But I think that I want to do. She's really familiar with DC.
Okay.
To begin. And so I think I want to do pre-mades of just Justice League characters.
Well, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Wow, that's glistening.
It's really cool. Like, this is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, I was talking about mine, but
yes, yours is too.
That looks really neat. Oh man.
The fact that it's not like the smoothest cover either is really working in its favor.
It's kind of like smoky almost.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it looks mirrored.
It really does. And it is like it is mirrored.
That is incredible.
I am shocked and amazed at how this comes out. Adam, that was black. That was black a minute ago.
Oh my god. Bullet dodged.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Although I did miss a little bit here at the corner.
Mine is nice and gross. I think that looks really good.
I do too. He looks like he just crawled out of something.
Oh yeah. That is exactly what I wanted.
So I pulled Mysterio out of the camera for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm just like holding him in different positions in the light, and it really does pink, green, they're both there.
That's insane.
My God, that's insane.
I have this paint that I've been holding off using that my sister got me for Christmas. Turbo Dork Blue Raspberry.
Yeah, she was telling me about that.
Yeah. Yeah, which I'm very excited to use. I think I want to use it. This says must be applied over black undercoat.
So it probably is the same thing.
Yeah. So I was thinking about using it on Dormammu.
Yeah.
Instead of having just his skull that's black.
Right.
But that's still very limited use.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Dormammu is going to be a fun one. Like I'm planning on pulling out all the stops for that.
Right, and I want to print one of the C27's Dormammu's to make Rakanu also.
Yeah.
From Next Wave Agents of Hate. If you haven't read that, everyone in the chat, go check that one out.
It's
a
good.
great one. Classic. Well, that makes me really want to hold off on Mysterio, though.
You can get yourself some Green Stuff World Paint.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe
take a whirlwind trip through Europe.
Yeah, maybe this would look good. The blue raspberry one.
It might.
I don't know though. Makes me kind of nervous.
God, that's crazy. I can't stop looking at that. It's unreal. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not a thing. All right, his smoke is green at the bottom and red at the top, which means
green at the bottom and red at the top.
Yeah, it's that
pale tealish green that kind of like, but
well, so this is that very iconic panel from Guardian Devil where he's just like, always make an entrance.
Yeah, okay.
And that's kind of what I'm going for here. Now,
right.
for green, I've got Hexwraith Flame. And the pink... I just have to go Carisburg Crimson. I think the first thing I need to do is some patching. There we go.
Oh man, so you missed the live show today.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
Oh,
I just wasn't chatting because I was at work.
Oh, okay. So we went all out on the vampires.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And then, as it happened, I picked up DC Vampires, like a pile of DC Vampires books. I was like, oh, now Christopher and Adam can't actually do it. Well, I mean, they can, but...
No. But yeah, we definitely can.
Yeah.
Is DC Vampires the same as Deceased? Or is that...
No, it's different.
Alright, we'll get it together, guys. Pick a lane.
Right?
Oh, it doesn't help I'm breathing in fumes now too from that varnish.
Yeah.
Alright. I think he is done.
He looks really freaking good.
Let's put him next to Venom and see how he looks.
Yeah, see how he stacks up.
Yeah. That I'm really happy with that. Because Venom ended up like really kind of matte.
Yep.
And then Carnage is this gross gloss.
You know, when I went to see the Foo Fighters movie a couple weeks ago,
yeah,
I went with one of my best friends, and he is an Like, he does not like the Venom movies at all.
Okay.
And you know how I felt about them. I was like, these are fine.
Yeah.
These are good fun.
They're the best 90s movies to come out this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I said that to him. He's like, okay. If you take it from that lens, like, yeah, they're actually kind of fun. And I'm like, so why are we not taking them from that lens? And he goes, well, I don't know. I guess, like, we do have these strange lenses, I guess, that we view movies, but comic book movies more specifically through, that we really ought not to be.
Okay, so I need a little help now. This is my first time using Blood for the Blood God.
Okay.
What do I do with this?
So I just use a big old brush and get some on the brush and slop it where you want it. It will naturally flow to... It naturally flows like an ink, but it pools up nice and thick.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, wow. It's very viscous.
It's very viscous. Is schlop a real word? It is now, Blink. Also, how's it going?
Close enough. Okay. Alright, well, that... Not quite what I was going for, but, like, I'm not gonna complain about it.
Oh my god, that looks disgusting. Boy, he just went to town.
Well, I'm probably gonna put, like, I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and then probably put, like, a little bit of black tendrils in there, too.
Yeah. Let's see how this does.
Oh man, that's actually real cool though.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but I wanted it
so
to be
cool.
like, yeah. I wanted it to be kind of oozing everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Carnage is not someone that's concerned with
Why am I using this brush? I can go with a much bigger brush than this.
personal cohesion.
No. Not really his jam.
No. Is this... Oh, that varnish is dry already too. I was worried that it would not look that glossy when it dried, but that is dry.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so happy with that.
It looks really sick.
I'm
Both
real happy.
in terms of cool and totally revolting.
Yep. Where's that? So we're actually okay to paint his base ring. Because that varnish dries fast.
So I'm using a technical right now called Hexwraith Flame. That's doing heavy lifting on the mix, or on the mist here.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right? And I'm just going to let that flow right into a Carisburg Crimson Wash toward the top.
Oop, 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 oop. I missed a little guy there. Hate when I do that. Tabby boo. There we go. Get out of here.
And this is the same technical paint that I used on the Pepper Genie.
Oh, cool.
And Starblade, actually, for that matter. He has some on him, too.
So I will say you can't beat Citadel paints for base rings.
It's true.
Like,
I've been bored with them a little bit lately, so I've been mixing them a lot, but yeah.
Nice solid layer on a flat surface, you know?
Yeah. Alright, let's go to our Carisburg Crimson.
Alright. From that angle, it just looks just like a mess of blood.
It really does.
It looks like the game Carrion. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Who's ready for another hot take of mine? Just promise me this stays here, and because I do not want to deal with the hell that rain down if I post this on Paul's Discord. Okay, RPD, let's go. Let's hear it. Love a good RPD hot take.
Your favorite Nintendo series is Punch-Out. Why is that a hot take that will get you in trouble on Paul's Discord?
I don't know. Punch-Out's great.
Doesn't seem like this is not Mario Zelda. But yeah, it's a matter of preference, though, bro.
And RPD, you gotta understand, like, Josh and I are giant Nintendo fanboys. This is true, and so is Paul to some extent. But it doesn't mean we disrespect any of the non-big three.
I think my favorite is Zelda, but my second favorite is probably Star Fox.
I love Star Fox.
That gets overlooked a lot.
It sure does.
Oh man, that looks so cool. I can't stop looking at him.
I know, right?
It's so gross.
We've both had massive successes tonight.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's gross. I got a couple more spots I want to hit with this varnish, but whoa, that's not varnish. That is plastic cement.
Oh dear. That is not going to achieve the same result.
We will not. Oh man, the smell of that. That stuff. Really?
It does occur to me that we work with a lot of strange chemicals doing this hobby.
Oh yeah.
Between 3D print resin, plastic cement, super glue, various painting and thinners and...
Yeah, the amount of acrylic I've eaten is... Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, to the extent I love Star Fox to the extent that I like the lesser Star Foxes too, like Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Zero.
I liked Star Fox Assault. I thought it was fine.
Zero's really good too.
I don't think I ever played that one.
It's a Wii U.
Then I definitely didn't play that one.
Yeah. I demoed it at PAX, and they gave me a patch. So I
Oh, so I did play that one because I have a picture of me in the R-Wing.
Oh, yeah. No, I think that was Assault. I think they were giving out the patches both times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the PAX that I was at was not. They did not have an R-Wing.
Okay.
To sit in. It was just like you stand up at the thing and do it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that R-Wing was sick.
This looks so rad. Time to get them Spidey villains done, I think.
I've been having fun with them.
I need a better Spider-Man. I can't wait till the one gets here. The Marvel Zombies one, yeah. Because it's really good. It's the first one that's really good. I'm most excited for the bystanders of that. It's 90% of why I bought it, but
yeah, well, see, that's exactly why I didn't. You and I have had this discussion before. That's exactly why I didn't buy it. It's like I'm mostly just excited about the bystanders here. That does not justify an entire game in my mind.
Well, I'm gonna play the game too. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get Ness and the neighbors involved in it, and I'm gonna paint the zombies like I'm gonna do them like Magus clones from Infinity War.
Nice.
From the comic Infinity War.
Yeah.
So they're not all like gory. They're like they'll be like sort of dark husk versions.
Right. So this is my what I was gonna do with the mist.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a dry brush over it, but
yeah,
that's pretty much what I had in mind.
I think it could use a little bit of blending. Let me look at my color wheel real quick.
It definitely needs blending. I'm not sure how to accomplish that.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna help you out here by doing it digitally real quick. So you got green and you got purple. Yeah. Can you hold that back up again?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so what you need is a little blue.
That's exactly what I thought it was, and I can accomplish that with the other technical paint Night Haunt Gloom.
Yeah, you need to like go. You need to cover that whole missing chunk of the color wheel between.
Yep.
Green and purple, which is like teal, cyan, and blue.
Yep.
And indigo. But I think that
oh, whoa, that's too dark. What the hell?
that should do it. Is this dry unit?
That was weird.
There we go. Nice good view of it. Yeah, I think I am done for the night, but
yeah, I'm not too far behind you here.
Yeah,
like
there you go. And like just hit that at the transitions.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it needed. I am thinning it down a little bit using the wet palette.
Yeah.
Just because it's coming out thick tonight, and I'm not.
It's pretty nice, right?
It's pretty great.
God, it looks so good. I can't.
Everything we've done tonight, man, is just absolute home run after home run. What's next? Next week's gonna be a nightmare. Both gonna be screwing up right and left.
So I was gonna go screw it. I'm gonna paint Apocalypse tonight, but I realized that I have a problem with him.
Uh-oh.
That it's just something that I've been putting off. I have a bunch of minis that I've just been putting off fixing their bases.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this crease, like his base doesn't quite sit flush.
Oh yeah, okay, so Magnetos just does that too.
Yeah, and I need to green stuff that in.
Okay.
Basically.
See, I just forced it for rods.
Yeah, it didn't force. It wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I just need to fill that with green stuff, or maybe like super glue and baking soda or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
I just gotta fill it, but. So maybe Apocalypse next week.
That'll be cool. I think next week for me, I want to keep going with Spider-Man villain, so it might be Carnage. But we just saw that one, so I don't know that I want to do that.
Oh, now I want to keep going with Spider-Man villains. You just did Craven.
I did just do Craven.
Um.
Yeah, okay. Adding the blue makes it a lot nicer.
I could do Kingpin.
Oh, that's true. We do have Kingpin. So
I could do
a little bit of.
I could do Lizard next week.
Yeah. Okay, so my Lizard's not done, so I'm definitely not going to be doing Lizard.
Okay. Yeah, I made the I used green stuff to make the. I'll just show you.
Yeah. I'm just finishing up here.
This is when I gotta prime the underside. So I used the base with the sewer plate on it.
Yeah.
Instead of having there to be two sewer plates, I used green stuff down there to like make sludge, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna paint the whole thing like it's gonna be like green and gross and sludgy because it makes more sense than that being water.
Yes. So hold on, I'm just slapping some gray down. I'll look in a second. All right, it's off camera a little bit. Ah, yes. Okay, I like that a lot better.
Yeah.
So I just glued his sewer lid over the existing one.
Oh, okay.
That was my solution to the same problem.
Yeah, mine's like overflowing with sludge. And then I also, because I just primed this. I sculpted new hair on Crystal so that I can give her normal hair, which came out so good. I can't even believe it. Like,
hair is surprisingly easy to sculpt. Like I've blown myself away at that a number of times now.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave her that like pixie cut. One of the character's defining visual characteristics is that sort of black hair ring, you know?
Right.
And you cut that hair off, and it takes a ton from the character. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they would do that.
They make some really dumb decisions at AMG. Atomic Mass Games, the new Games Workshop.
Yeah, that's. I'm very glad that I have a printer, and
that C27 exists.
Yeah, I might give up on trying to learn how to model. Actually,
dude, okay, I'm gonna level with you. We called that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So I know how to model, and I choose not to because it's such a pain.
It's a big pain. Well, so like, I feel like I could learn to do it, but
we could.
But with the
time we have.
Yeah, at the same time, it's like I would rather be painting. I would rather be doing like any number of other things. I don't feel like my time is well spent.
Right. Exactly. All right, I'm just gonna slap some inks down on this guy, and he's gonna be out the door. So give me 1 minute. Or I mean, not out the door. I'm still gonna do detail, but.
But it sucks because I would like DC models also.
Yeah.
And I was going to do them, but I just think it's not a discipline that I'm really cut out for. I don't think.
Yeah. Well, so we as slightly more conventional artists in whatever form, you professionally, me casually, we approach modeling in a very creating the human form in a very different way than a sculptor has to.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a lesson that I learned from my digital arts professor. I was like, Dave, why can't I do this? Why am I so bad at it? And he's like, because you're trying to approach it from the standpoint that you learned drawing it by hand. I mean, I can do objects very easily. In fact, I'm very good at it. Like, if you wanted me to do terrain, I could do terrain really, probably quite well.
Okay.
But to do humans is you have to completely change the way you think about drawing.
Ugh.
And it's like, okay.
Well, I hate that.
Yeah, it's miserable. Yeah, we'll do Melon Oil first, I guess.
Yeah, unless like I'm gonna talk to a friend of mine that does it professionally, and unless he's like, no, I really want to take you under my wing on this or something like,
Yeah,
then,
really show you how it's done.
Yeah. Then, and like that's what he does. Like he works for Disney. He was character designer on Encanto.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was like the supervisor for character design.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is a background artist for Pixar.
Oh, cool.
He did, I think he did Finding Dory.
That movie is excellent.
Yes, it is. And he sat next to me in digital arts.
That is, I like it better than the first one.
I completely like it better than the first one. It's way
like
better.
a lot, which is weird because I didn't really like Dory in the first one.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, they're making a whole movie off this character. I'm not going to see it. This is like, And then Freya was like, oh, I want to watch that. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I was like, why am I crying?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. In like the first 5 minutes, it's like an up situation all over again.
Yep.
Why you got to do me like that?
This.
Oh yeah, this turned out great. I do think the Marvel Zombies Carnage I'm gonna paint as Phage.
Yeah, you should. That's a good idea.
Because I think it looks less like Carnage.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not alone in thinking that. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got like spikes, which Phage has spikes. Carnage doesn't have spikes. He's got tendrils like this.
Right.
This is a great Carnage mini.
It really is, yeah.
Like they could have defined the teeth more, yes, but like
all things being equal, yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah. Lizard, I don't know what they were doing here with this pose, but
yeah.
They got it in their heads. They were like, you know what, we can do effects on everything, and you're like, you don't need to do that. It's really fun to just have like. I don't mind this explosion for Rhodey because it's like a.
Oh, it makes sense for Rhodey.
Yeah. Sure. There's the explosion on Crossbones on Marvel Zombies. I don't mind that.
Yep. I think Crossbones was before they hired Ed from Explosions for AMG.
Yes. Yeah, Crossbones was Corset.
Yeah.
I really wish they'd make more proxies, though, too, because, like, there's a lot of characters that I think, like, this could just be...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
So-and-so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just going to clean up this cape a little bit because it all kind of flowed in the wrong direction.
Nice. So you went with a more desaturated purple for that.
I did, but it'll come out in highlighting too.
Okay.
I'm gonna tint it. But yeah, so this is what we're working with for Mysterio. I'm pretty happy with it, I think. I'm especially happy with the dome.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I want to print probably 3 more Mysterios.
Mm-hmm.
I want to print them in clear, do them like a light green.
Yep.
And then I want to do the same with Loki, and have those be blue.
Yeah. Well, I just ordered some more of the gummy bear green resin.
Nice.
And some clear, so I can finally do Iceman. I'm very excited to do Iceman. Are we going to get the last call for questions and comments, or is the last 15 minutes just deep immersion into outro?
I don't know. Did I do Iceman on stream?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay, yeah, that's turned out pretty rad.
Yeah, I was really happy with that, and that's pretty much exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I am gonna do a more conventional base, but I'm gonna do the Jotunheim base, like I did with Loki.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just printed the whole thing, and like actually, have you printed him yet?
No, because I don't have my clear resin yet.
Okay, well I would recommend actually printing the base because I don't know if you could see, it has like a groove basically for the thing.
Yeah, at this point I'm pretty much like I'm so sick of the AMG bases that I'm just like I'm just gonna print these.
Yeah, they just do the same bases over and over, so it's very tiring.
Yeah. But all right, so let me quickly go back through chat here. RPD asks, Adam, did you ever check out one of the game design YouTubers I sent you called Designing 4?
I mean, I saw that you sent it, but I've watched that Designing 4 for a long time.
Oh, there you go. And RPD asks, what? I'm not going to be one of us is not going to become a male model, apparently.
Oh, because I said I'm not going to do modeling.
Oh, okay, there you go. Wow. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This was a lot of fun. Adam, always a pleasure having you on the show and getting to paint minis with you. This is so much fun.
It's nice to get to do it. So
yeah. So I will be back on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday doing Spider-Man Miles Morales stuff. I am really enjoying that so far. It's exciting and different. And then Adam and I will be back here on Saturday as long as everything goes well. So. Tomorrow, for Handelabra, yes. Yeah, I'll be over there. As long as I'm back from my sisters in time, but I have no reason to suspect that I won't be. So, take care, everyone. Be safe, be well, be healthy, all that stuff. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.